And what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rob Wilson. I am a digital artist, illustrator, comic book artist, storyteller. And welcome. This is the last day of April. It's April 30th, 2024. And I'd like to welcome you to another episode, episode 5 of RW Presents Strictly Art Live. I know, I always come up with these long names and they sound catchy and hey, you jive turkey, I throw those little things together. But we're here today to cover another episode of X-Men 97, which cut right on through. Quick thing to go over, because I remember I talked to Arvid when he was doing his show on Sunday, Crowfire Studios, and he was mentioning if I had a comic book in the works, or let them know when I do have one. Pardon me, I had to rush to get a lot of stuff done today. Did some training, had to help out a friend. It is what it is. Still made it here. Presented here for you, the people. And yeah, so let's go ahead and cut to it. Hopefully, the music's not too loud. And as always, we are streaming live from Twitch, Rumble, Kick, and YouTube. So that is the four horsemen in which I use to rock it out. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Start with some links in the chat to let everyone know where they can find me. You can find me in Linktree / RWARTS, Rob Wilson Arts. So RWARTS. Those are already on the YouTube and Twitch. I'm going to need to go ahead and follow up with Rumble and put that there as well, if you bear with me. So much going on. So much going on. My countdown to getting the hell up out of here is definitely shaping up, and I am thankful for that. But yeah, it's been an interesting learning experience. Let's see, Linktree, boom. So you can follow me all there. Also, that was for Rumble, and Linktree for Kick, which takes forever and needs to be kicked started, literally. But yeah, for that as well. Linktree in there. And it does not want to cooperate, as usual. Well, Linktree needs to, I'm sorry, not Linktree, Kick. They need to get their stuff fixed. I know it's new, but hey, let's get the ball rolling. Oh, okay, it doesn't listen at all. All right, so I'm gonna put that in / RWARTS. Boom. And that's where you can find my stuff. Also, like I said, quick run through. And make sure I'm not missing anyone here before I get down to the nitty gritty. Here is my storefront on Artimeric, and it is there that you can shop for my comics on demand when they come out. Right now, I have just my first trial run of VKP 0, which I started back in 2019. I launched in 2019. Tried to do a Kickstarter for it, but I ain't had no following, so that's why I figured to have a print on demand is a better deal. Now, after all the improvements that I've undergone and learning how to become a better artist, I definitely have some better stuff in the works. So as you can see here, we can get some cooperation. Yep, this is available to purchase. You pay for it, it ships to you. My hands are free. Has a little preview with the actual dialogue of what goes on in the book. And so I think it was the first 6 pages, including not first 6 pages, not including the cover, and the poster. But this is what I had in the past. Came out pretty good for my skills at the time. But now things are moving forward for sure. Also, I have some fine print arts here, starting to add up the collection. So these are available print on demand. They come on a nice little canvas print. So that is what's going on with that. Um, let's see. Someone asked on Die NB. Someone asked what this was on Kick. I think that might be the first person ever to contact me on Kick, and the person was asking what this was. But basically, it's my live stream where I do art. I'm just telling people where they can find my art, print on demand, and also my comics. So that is what is happening right now. Here we go. That is available right there. All right, so yeah, moving on. I know I was off to a bit of a late start. Nobody's perfect. Just trying to make stuff happen. But for the meantime, let's go over X-Men 97. This send links out to Odin and Arvid. I know this time of day it's kind of everyone's winding down, and given the specific time zone, it may be later than advertised because I'm on Central Time. But yeah, this will be quick with X-Men 97. Now I'm gonna go straight into the drawing because we got to get it done. I got to get it done. You know. So with X-Men 97 this episode, we got General Ross, which for everyone knows he's been in The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. He's been in Captain America: Civil War. He's been in I think he was in Endgame as well for a quick clip before he passed away. And now he's being replaced by Harrison Ford, reprising that character's role in was it Captain America 4, whatever they're calling it now, Brave New World, New World Order, whatever. And we got General Ross in this episode of X-Men 97. People also know him as the Red Hulk. He made his cameo. Magneto got kidnapped. Great. Bastion is a character I remember seeing some of his comics in X-Men, seeing some of his appearances in X-Men as I was on my way out the door from X-Men. There's no more Jim Lee doing it, and things were a little bit different. I think, was it Uncanny X-Men or just regular X-Men? Yeah, X-Men 97. So he's doing his thing, and he's had some feedback from previous villains, and he pays kind of like a homage to how those guys have done things and never really fully succeeded. Oh, let me go ahead and put this thing up. Hey, what's going on, Ray Haylock Tugs, web guy? What's going on, man? Hopefully you had a great week. Lots of travels and good food and all that great stuff. What else? We had Cable reveal who he is. Not Nathan Richards, but Nathan. Is it Nathan Summers? Yeah, or Nathan Gray, whatnot. Emma Frost survived the Genosha attack. Cable was pretty cold-hearted too. He was like, to Jean Grey, he was like, I know you are, but you're not her. Because the clone is the mother of Cable, thanks to Mr. Sinister, which they've done a great job with him. They introduced Prime Sentinels. The Rogue made one of those, hero going over the deep end, dark moves, which activated Prime Sentinel, which was a hell of a threat. It was something to consider. I was like, wow. But I'm waiting on Nimrod. Nimrod be getting it. Ray Haylock says, the week was good. Launching the plugin officially tomorrow. How's you, buddy? Hey, I'm trying to draw as fast as I can with the short amount of time that I get to draw and maintain my sanity that way. I am reading some books as well on some stuff that I do like. So I've been collecting some back issues. Let me do a quick sound check. Make sure y'all can hear me loud and clear. I've been collecting some back issues. Let me do a quick sound check. Okay, yeah. My microphone's not exactly the best because I'm using it straight from the MacBook. But yeah, I've been reading some back issues, been reading some Spawn, looking at what a great story consists of, those compositions, those ideas from a writer's perspective. So, yeah, just things been going fast paced as we get ready to get out of here. Things will move faster. I may need a week or two when I get back to acquiesce or you know, get everything reorganized for like a back home, setup and everything. But yeah, yeah, things have been going pretty well. So let me see here. We got yeah, Emma Frost survived the Genosha attack. Prime Sentinels. Captain America made an appearance, of course, and people already aren't happy about that. Ray Haylock says, "Sounds good, buddy. Thanks, man." Yeah, Captain America's appearance was, I think, pretty welcomed, but people didn't like. Some people didn't like the fact that Rogue, snatched his shield and threw it away. You know, it's a shame. Um, Quicksilver, he made an appearance in the form of Morph. Morph is doing this thing. I'm glad they didn't push no real big agendas with Morph. They just kind of let him pop up, do his thing, and don't really say much about it. With that being said, let's go. Yeah, so I've been pretty thankful for that. And while X-Men 97 has kind of treaded water with me, I think it's doing better than anticipated. It hasn't caused me to have gag reflexes because of the wokeness. And I think it's good enough. It's watchable. If it's watchable, I mean, you know, that works for some. I know others will say, I'll never watch that stuff again. I'll never watch Disney. I'll never watch Marvel. How dare they? But hey, study material for me. So if it's legible or slash watchable or whatnot, um, and not too insane off the deep end, I'll give it a shot. I will give it a shot. It's that simple. So also, I have been watching. Was it? It's called Kaiju Number Eight, which seems pretty fun. Kind of quirky and stuff, but it seems pretty fun. Where big monsters are storming cities and stuff, but you have people with high potential to use the bodysuits of enhanced strength and to carry heavy weaponry um, that can do their thing. And all that seems great for a young, aspiring cleanup crew member who cleans up the Kajus. He hopes to join this team one day. And those those aspirations get crushed by some kind of parasitic flying Kaju that goes into his body and turns him into a humanoid sized Kaiju. He's not like a giant monster, but he has their strength and other abilities, which he seems like he can transform into different forms of Kaiju. It seemed pretty fun so far. It's up to about his third episode, but I mean, hey, that's how it is when it comes to a lot of this stuff. Because like, I get it, manga's kicking our butt, and me personally, I don't have the time to read the mangas because they draw out so much stuff and you got to read so much of it. That's a lot to keep up with compared to American comic book. Call me spoiled, call me whatever. That's just how it rolls for me. I do have a couple of mangas for collective reasons. Some from video games, some from stuff like dance and all that. But I'm not religiously purchasing issue after issue after issue of mangas. Um, Now, honestly, they take up too much space. I'll be honest, that's just my own personal thing. Um, so yeah, what is I believe this is morning time for you, Sir Ray. You having your first cup of coffee yet? And by the way, feel free to explain to the audience here or people as they pop up or for the replay, the plugin that you're referring to. I know you and I talked about it for crowdfunding, and for anyone that's new to this audience or whatnot, go ahead and share with us the plugin. Or if you want, I can send you an invite and you pop up and explain it to us firsthand if you have time. No pressure. But aside from that, I did get crowned a new nickname today. I've been coined. Ray said it's 9:30, third coffee. Yeah, so I'll send you the link, man. I'll go ahead and send you an invite. In fact, I'm gonna go straight from here. Just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. No, that's not the right place. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Here's the link. Ray, where are you? We got Odin said he might be coming in about 45 minutes. I'm gonna try to stretch it to, if I can, stretch it to 15 since I was kind of late. I'd be okay with doing that. Try to make something happen. Make up for lost time. We only get to catch up like once a week. So far be it for me to deny that time. So Adventures in Unconditional Shove continue. I did get a chance to finish most of the detail for the other poster because for my comic book. Now I want to work on a epic background, give it a memorial finish. Let me see if I can show it to you right quick. Projects. Yeah, so changed up Novera's kind of like her lips and everything, give them a little more vicious type of anger. Might add some scratches on her face, that kind of thing. Whoops. Like she's been war torn. Something like that. And maybe put it on just one side of her face, Possibilities it's a lot you can put into one image. But I like it, Transformer gear. Well, I do need to finish the shading on her sidearm holster. And yeah, most of this is pretty much done. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with that. I might do a little more detail with the hair, play with the line weights and whatnot. Ray said, I have time. Give me 5 minutes though. No problem, sir. You pop in, I'll go ahead and add you to the mix, which, yeah. So I should see, you should pop up in my screens here. It's go time. But yeah, I do enjoy anime more than it is my shortcut because it's like I can't serve two masters, you know. I grew up in America, you know. I read American comics. I get inspired by American comics, but I do get inspired by Japanese animation. Um, the mangas are a little too long. And for the manga snobs, fair enough. You've won. You've won. I don't have the time to get all into it, you know. Just go ahead and declare yourself the winner when it comes to, if you want to call me a not a true anime fan or manga fan or whatever, you know, I'll keep watching it for notes and inspiration. That's how things are going to be, you know. So let's see what else we got. Now I'm working on these mysterious tentacles in the background. I hope to add like a laboratory. I just hope my speed of getting this done is on par with Unconditional Shove 2 deadline. And then I can work on, I was talking about working on something for um, Ominous, that comic book. But you know, I'm way, way, way behind, so that's what it is. Ooh, we got an error. What should I use? Simple eraser. You know, literally had to rush home and, well, I had to order some food to go, rush here, and then scarf half of it down, and then get the live stream started. I was starved. I knew I wouldn't have much time to do any preparatory cooking, so just tried to have something to feed the machine. And we have Sir Ray Haylock.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Good, good. Good to see you, man. New year,
Likewise.
new cheers.
Yeah. Amen.
Indeed, indeed.
So broken. Between the baby and the plug-in, man.
It's been a long morning, I take it.
Yeah. Little one kept us up till about 3, and then I got up and had a stream about 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Then I've got another one in 2 hours, and then another one in 4 hours from that. So I'm just selling my soul, brother.
Yeah. You've been doing the streams pretty often now, huh?
I was just gonna, get out there, make your presence known, that sort of stuff, but then also support your boys.
True, true, agreed. And
the guys have been good to me, so I'm like, my turn to give back,
Hey, truly appreciated, and it's agreed. Yeah, that kind of sharing the love is important,
Yeah. Oh, I've lost my screens. We've got so many fucking tabs open. I'm like, what the hell? Pardon the potty mouth.
Yeah, I know how that is, man. Like, school keeps me busy for, was it like 9 to 12 hours a day, and then half the
It's
time.
good to see you back on the streams, though. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Well, long story short, I had hoped to wait until after I finished school to come back, but I have to do retraining because it's like military school, so
yeah,
everything's insane.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah. So I figured, hey, I got a laptop here, my MacBook. I've been using that for like video editing and other stuff. I said, let me just go ahead and get something started. It's better than doing nothing,
Yeah, I mean, MacBook's not bad either. I'm a bit biased because all my devices are Apple.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like I've got a 27-inch, 18, 16, 15, 13 iPad and 2 phones.
Damn.
And still got to set up my office because we'd moved.
Yeah.
We've been here for about 5 months and all my shit's still in boxes.
Oof. Man.
I'm like, yeah, I've got to set up the desk. So I'm just using the missus's monitor and my laptop for the time being. Because I use the different screens when I design a site to make sure that, the images aren't blurry and all the right proportions and stuff.
Yeah, you need that Max HD. Yeah.
Yeah, works well for me. And like I said, the plugin's finally bloody done.
Yeah.
Cool. And it's only been a year and a half.
Hey, the key thing is that you stay consistent with it. And,
well, I could have launched prematurely, but then it would have been like more backtracking than going forward because certain features or stuff weren't built into it with with the requests and stuff. Because I had like what do you call it? Like the people at the movies, they have an audience crowd that they like pitch the idea to. What's that called?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I've got a couple of friends online that I'm like, you one of them included. I was like, hey, it's my idea, what do you think? And they're like, oh, but have you thought about this? 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 And then watching everybody else do the same thing.
Yeah.
I just make notes, and then just get back to the drawing board, turn off all the devices, put on the music, and start coding.
Yeah.
And I think I've got all the bases covered, at least for version 1.0. And essentially all it is, it's if you've got WordPress, if you've got WooCommerce, you've got a modern day theme, you put this puppy on and it converts your WooCommerce products and gives you the sales tracking for a crowdfunding environment. So that you could designate a group of products that can go to a specific layout that you designed and allocate that layout to it. It's complicated, and I don't want this to turn into a how-to stream.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I requested, if you could share with us, just because, sometimes things change over time. Maybe some of the features may change. Even the price may change due to inflation, the way things over here are in the U.S. So
I'll try and keep. I've spitballed the pricing for the past 3 months between people. I just find it's easier to quote in the USD. And they've all said it's pretty average, pretty cool considering what you're getting, because it's not just the plugin I'm selling. I'm selling the plugin plus my time, but also my time plus, training, teaching, assistant design, my time plus building a campaign page for you. But my time and I give you a website. My time and I give you the website plus hosting. My time plus I give you a website plus merch plus print on demand. All plugged in and ready to go. That sort of stuff, if you want to go that route. And then I'm starting a special, I call it the WP funding giveaway, because I've had so much help from all you guys on the creative side of things. My initial thought was, okay, if I start making bank and return on investment for what I've spent with this plugin, I want to take a certain portion of my funds and put it back into people's campaigns. Because I want the comic books. I want to be part of it. I want to support people. But then I was sitting down on the throne of thought, dropping off the Cosbys, and this idea came to me. Well, why don't you just make it like a sweepstake? Or a lottery or something so if people buy a product, then they get a certain amount of opportunities to win this lottery. So we're going to run it for 30 days, and then 10% of all sales made will go back into a winner's campaign of choice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a good plan. And that creates buzz too for what it is you're offering. And
but it's not going to be like cash value put back in, because then you've got tax shit to worry about. It's literally a contribution to your campaign.
Okay. Which I think that's worth more for creators anyway.
Yeah. And I think the cap is 5K.
Damn.
If we reach our goal, then it's 5K. But if whatever we make over the 30-day period, it's either that, or if we reach our goal, it's 5K. If we
Wow.
surpass our goal,
Uh-huh.
we'll run another lottery.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
like, if we double it, then we've got 2 lotteries, 2 giveaways, $5,000 each.
How long will the lottery the
If we
time frame?
reach, right now it's set to 30 days. You know, I was thinking
Okay.
of running 60 days, but I'm like, nah, 60 days is too long. So run it
Yeah.
for 30 days, see what it is. If we reach our goal before the 30
Mm-hmm.
days, then that'll be paid out immediately. And
Okay.
then if we surpass the goals, then let's say we make the goal, and we like the goal's $5,000 and we make $6,000. Right, it
Bonus.
stops at 5, and then we've got an extra grand there. Then I'll basically restart the competition again, and that'll be another person.
Okay. Well, damn.
Yeah.
That's
Like
that's
a
kind of like
roll
a
on.
gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, well, you're supporting me,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
And the cool thing is, I'm using the plugin to run the fucking sweepstakes. Excuse my language.
So they see its
So
operation real time.
yeah,
That's a hell
that
of a
sort of
deal, man.
stuff. And yeah, I mean, there's a couple of products there, you know, that you can pick and choose from. I won't go too much into it because I want to leave some for tomorrow's launch. It'll be 7 p.m. Eastern
Okay.
on Good Stuff's channel. I'll send you it's on my Twitter feed. I'll send you the link.
Okay. In fact,
But
you
yeah,
know what?
super excited. And the reason why it took so long is because we wanted to cater with this plugin for both closeout types.
Nice.
You know, fixed and flexible funding using the pre-order system.
Okay.
And the difference between, because it is WordPress, I know people don't like WordPress, people have some bad juju about WordPress, but if the big boys can use it, why the hell
Indeed.
can't we? You know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And yeah, so what we did essentially, because, you know, WordPress is open source, you know, you are allowed, if you've bought it, to go and modify it, rejig it to your purposes and resell it, which is what we've done with the pre-order system. The pre-order system out of the box that you get from other folks, you're only allowed to add one product at a time in one shopping instance. So if you want to go and, let's say you want to buy perk 1 and perk 2, you have to go back to the site twice and pay twice.
Okay.
With mine, you can just add it to the cart and just pay out once.
All right.
And yeah, tons of features. And the other day, didn't realize I was trying to build something for Tug, because Tug's making his own MP3s and videos now.
He
So he
said,
asked, "Hey, Tug's making MP3s, like songs and videos, using AI and stuff like that, and he wants to make it available for his fans."
okay.
So I said, well, let me have a play around on your site. I'll see if I can build a product page for it. And he says, yeah, but it's got to be offered for free and have the option to tip, you know, like cup of coffee style.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, my plugin has that option. Let's have a crack at it. So using my plugin, if you go to his media library, you'll see there's a track on there, and you can either just add it to cart for $0 and download it, or you can put $1 in there or $5 and add it to cart and buy it.
I think that's a great way to bypass YouTube's, super chat system.
Yeah. And so far, I think he's had like 175 downloads.
Wow.
Which is great. But yeah, only one person's actually tipped.
Damn.
You know, but we'll get there once he has more songs and stuff. And then I had a customer. He was actually referred to me from Tug. Mark, what a good guy up in the UK. And I rescued his site and rebuilt it for him. And he does like custom airbrushing of like miniatures for like Warhammer and stuff. Your motorbike helmet, he'll give it a nice, give him a picture and you'll paint it on the motorbike helmet or the gas tank of your motorbike. Really, really talented dude. Nice. And he called me up yesterday and he's like, man, I need your advice. I need to get this 3D printer, but it's £30,000. And I'm like, damn. I said, well, why don't you use the plugin? Use the plugin and offer your products at discount rates for this campaign and run it for 30 days.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, and he does like custom airbrushes and stuff like that as well that are worth like
Mhm.
500 pounds, 600
Okay.
pounds each. And like, dude, you can put that in combination with the paints and the acrylics that you offer for these airbrushes and put that as part of the campaign. You know,
Nice.
and he's like, oh, I'll get back to you tomorrow. And he says, put me down for one and put me in the
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah. That's what I like, learning something new and then implementing it, putting
Yeah.
it straight to work.
So, and it's not just comic book here. He just needs money for a 3D printer. And I said, well, you can use it for that as well. It doesn't have to be about comic books.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a guy on Twitter. He's a movie producer, makes his own movies. And he's got like 15, 16 campaigns sitting on Indiegogo. And I'm like, dude,
Wow.
why don't we just give you a site?
Yeah.
You know, take the titanium package and then boom, you've got the plugin, you've got a website, put it all on there, and you can run as many fucking campaigns as you want.
Mm-hmm.
And it just goes straight to your account. There's no platform fee and shit. It's obviously the banked fees that you'll pay.
Yeah.
Per transaction, but that's only 5% at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah. It's definitely more negotiable than YouTube than you know, your main one.
So yeah, the three key selling points are like no platform fees, and with the plugin, when you buy it, you own it. It's yours. There's no subscription to it. It's yours. You can bugger off into the sunset and do what you want.
So it's yours to use. Like, let's say if I want to make another site after that, I can use it for that too, or is it per site?
You can at this stage. Later on down the track, I will be like, just to protect my own interests and my own ROI.
Yeah.
Attached like a license to it. So okay, well, this license based on what you've paid allows for usage on one domain.
Exactly.
But the maintenance of that system itself, that's 20 grand that I just don't have.
Wow.
So you can, like, if you buy it today, then you can take that plugin and you can put it on as many sites as you want. So for example, my website that I'm selling it on, if you like go to the homepage and go to the shop, that's all on the actual .com itself. But I've got live examples that you can click on.
If you, I just made you a moderator now. If you want, you can use a wrench and just throw it in.
All right, so it does. Let's go here, copy. Oh, here we go. Thanks, dude.
Check this out firsthand, you know?
Yeah. So that's the site. So if you like go there, you'll see that we've got like examples and shit. When you click on those examples, it'll take you to an actual demo website that I've got that has its own shopping cart.
Okay.
So that you can actually pretend to back it. Like choose a perk, put a tip in there, pretend to back it, select cash on delivery. And if you're using a proper email address, you'll get the actual confirmation order, your backer ID, order number, what you've ordered, that sort of stuff, and then go back to the actual demo campaign, refresh it, and the numbers change.
Wow.
You know, just so that you can see it from a backer's perspective.
Okay. Yeah,
later on down the road, I'm currently in the middle of building it. I'm trying to build like a demo place where admins can log in and play around with the under the shelf settings. But that comes with a whole kit and caboodle of security.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Very careful on, because admin. There you go. They'll just take everything. And then, you know, turn off registration because you don't want people doing, you know, fake orders, and then you get the bots.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. I had a client that had a demo and they called me up and said, I'm hacked. I'm like, yeah.
Dang. Just like that. Let me see here. It's loading up now. Okay. Is this it right here?
Yeah, that's him. That's the baby.
Join the crowdfunding revolution today. Toolkit funding. And I'm guessing too, because when you initially was talking about this, Eric July had launched his own website, and you were saying that he could have done it for much less.
That's my assumption, but I don't know how much he laid out for his stuff. I'm not here to compete with Eric July.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But if he's interested in using my plugin, then give me a call. You know.
Okay. Funding. Toolkit.
Yeah, because the brief was when Tug asked me 2 years ago, I said, hey, I need a website. He sent me to Rippaverse and says, I want what that is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And by the grace of the gods, it turned out to be WordPress, and WordPress is my bag. It's my jam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hells yeah, I can build it. I'll just make it look better. No offense, Eric July, I love you.
Yeah.
And yeah, we took it from there, and we just started off with his March. Later on, Tug will be officially using the plugin for something else, like another project, but I don't know what that project is. Right now, I'm just using it for like the basic functions that are listed there. So like the custom price, any product, I'm using that for the MP3s. Custom campaign redirect, I'm using that on some pages as well because I've got a fake campaign built there so we can see what it'll look like when we go live, but that's just redirected to the homepage if Google finds it. Flexible and fixed funding options, that all works. You know the difference between flexible and fixed, yeah?
No.
Okay, so flexible funding, it's, you've got a date and you've got your monetary goal, and you hit the go button, but whatever product is ordered, you get the money immediately, irrespective of your date or your goal. Okay. Fixed funding is for maybe like the smaller creators that don't have the money to get their comic book straight away to go straight to the gates with it. They need the money first. So with that option, you can go and select all your products, convert them to that option, and give them an expiry date or a release date. Because when that date is reached, if you've made your goal, then everybody's charged at one go, one Stripe fee, not 15,000 Stripe fees.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep.
If it's not met, then it just cancels. Nobody gets charged.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at this sample. I mean, it has all the bells and whistles that we commonly know when it comes between like Kickstarter and any of those crowdfunding sites. So
when I built this layout, I tried my best to try and stay away from the requirement of having any other additional plugins.
So it's standalone.
Yeah, it's literally using what WordPress has already. And depending on what theme you have with WordPress, all those options come with it. Now, I'm using the Avada WordPress theme because when you buy it, you don't have to buy the freaking page builder secondarily. It's built in, it's there.
Oh, yeah, that is expensive. I remember.
Yeah. So all of that shit is just using what comes out of the box with Avada.
Okay.
And just fine-tuning and wangling the system. So like that content that you see there, although it looks like it's been uploaded to the page, is I've gone and built an actual page with the content. Then gone to code view, copied and pasted into that tab element. And it looks like it's
nice. Okay. Wow. Yeah, see, I mean, I like every bit of this, man. And I really wish, well,
why is it so slow?
Yeah, it's the internet here.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting like, no, it can't be slow.
Yeah.
I spent weeks optimizing this bastard.
Yeah. I was literally just about to say, I really wish, I was in an area where I could, handle that load better. And, with this website, the way you have it set up and the plugin, it does require, receive the order and then get all the orders once the campaign is going through or whatnot, or if you want to do a set amount of time or ongoing for each backer. You know how some people have theirs continuously going outside of the third.
If you're gonna run, like if you're gonna use this plugin and run your campaign in that way, what I would do is don't worry about all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Don't worry about that, because then you can just keep changing the date and do whatever you want. I do have a widget in the plugin called the custom redirect. So for example, in demand.
Yep.
All right. Now, the only reason why I'm using what we call layouts is because one of the features inside the plugin is that I can convert your product to custom donation or custom contribution. And that's used for and it's not mandatory. But that on every single product page, you have a little meta box that says, well, at what date and what time do you want this page to redirect, and where do you want it to go? Is it going to redirect based on the server time, or is it going to redirect based on the user time?
Okay.
So that's like if you're doing keep it all,
Yeah.
like flexible funding, you can say, okay, my goal is 30 days from today, I need 10 grand. When that date arrives, all right, that little widget will program that page to redirect to wherever you want. And you can clone the previous campaign page, put all your data on that, and have it redirect to that so that your numbers still show.
Yeah.
But the tip box is not there anymore. And you can call it whatever you want.
Okay.
Again, using your own design, own layouts. If you want it to go to Indiegogo, if you want it to go to Fund My Comic, it'll go.
Oh, okay. Now,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so for like James, Odin, and Skunk, they've got the second campaign for Kill Them Dead on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I've got a website built for them that I built when we did the art competition way back in the day.
Okay.
That has the plugin on it, but I've redirected the whole campaign to go to Kickstarter. So when people type in killthemdead.com, it references the site but bounces to Kickstarter. It's using that same little meta box.
Yeah, I noticed some people have like their link trees kind of customized like that, like so and so name, and then it takes them to their multi-link connection site. So I have a let me see. Yeah, I have this thing right here. It's called Artemeris, and it's a storefront, but it offers print on demand. And that has worked for me specifically because it frees up my hands. The fulfillment's done by the print company. I get half the revenue, they get the other half. I'm not too greedy, but I was wondering if there's a way that I could have that redirect, your plugin redirect back to like sites like these or ArtStation, because those have storefronts too.
Yeah, so that can be done because if you go to the very top of my site, just scroll all the way up, you'll notice that the URL right there is wpfundingtoolkit.com.
Yeah.
Now mouse over the word examples in the main navigation and click on any one of those campaigns.
Okay.
Now watch the URL.
The suspense.
Now it's WP Funding Demo.
Oh, okay.
So I've essentially got a site within a site.
Wow.
So, and Eminem did that with his website. His website front facing is WordPress, but his shop is Shopify. But when you click on shop and you don't pay attention to the domain name, you think you're on the same site.
Gotcha.
So if your original storefront has an easy, mimicable, copyable, translatable layout and design, we could go into WordPress, set up a brand new installation for you, put all your home and your about and your campaign and crap on there, but then have a little box like that, examples, call that shop, and that goes to, boom, your print on demand. But because it looks the same, people think they're on the same site.
See, genius. Yeah. This is definitely what I think is a really good investment. And you said along with it, with the plugin, that you're providing education on how to run it. Okay.
Yeah. So based on the packet that you buy, like if you just buy the plugin outright, I've got all the tutorials, the links, the YouTube channels, with the videos on how to use this plugin with detailed descriptions in the YouTube channel, all there for you. So I'll call that cowboy. If you want to be a cowboy, go for it. And then the level of hours or amounts of hours in time that you would like from me is why I've got bronze, silver, gold, titanium, palladium.
Okay. Yeah.
And the reason why the prices are discounted right now is because it's $50 an hour for my time, not 100.
Fair enough.
And that's the only price that changes. It's just my time, because the more popular it gets, well, I'm gonna have to make the time and sacrifice other time for that time.
Yep. Yep. I agree.
But we should be fine. I should be able to handle at least 10 sites a week. So I've done it before.
Oof. And plus, too, like you said, you get compensated for your time as well. So it's not like, man, I'm putting all this time into it, and nothing in
If you
return.
click on giveaway, you'll see what I'm talking about
Giveaway.
in the menu.
Oh, right here.
Big
Stare
green
him in the
button.
face. It just bit me.
Okay.
The suspense. Okay.
So as you can see, I've just mimicked one layout and put it back in there and made it suit this one.
Okay.
So whoever makes the first sale, whatever they've bought, they'll be tracking whatever. So if somebody buys the plugin, then that'll turn to 1.
Okay.
10 people buy the silver, that'll turn to 10. And then the totals and the tallies will count against my goal and show up in the percentages and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Now, from what I'm understanding, the key way I understand from what you're offering and why this, I think, is different from like an MLM for crowdfunders, they need a site. They need to draw eyes to a site. And instead of, paying X amount a month for, platinum version for speedier, more revenue, off of the site while they get their cut, you're providing the knowledge and the know-how with how to operate this. And they save money compared to, what they would pay for an actual website.
Yeah, there are like WordPress, Shopify, Wix, Squarespace. Those are all called content management systems, CMSs.
Yeah.
I've had some people quote it. I'm still not quite sure if it's true, but some people believe that if you go with Shopify, all right, you're not only paying your premium for Shopify, but you're paying per transaction as well. They get a cut. And the banks get a cut. And if you piss off Shopify, they shut you down.
Yeah.
Okay. With my packages, you are on my server that I own. Okay. And as long as there's no dodgy shit on there, you're fine. The server's yours. You can sell butt plugs if you want to. I don't care.
I heard that was a thing on the comic scene, apparently.
All those, yeah. They can do what the fuck you want. It's fine. And I've got 17 spaces to fill.
Okay.
So that's why I've got like limited offers on the gold, titanium, and palladium.
Okay.
Now that's just out the gate.
Okay. Now for these sites, since you say you have the servers, I'm not even going to ask if you got like data centers and nothing like that. Hey, I get it. However way you can make it work, man. But is there like maybe a system hardware requirement to run this system, or it's just like any other website? Your servers handle the load.
Yeah, the servers handle the load. And the cool thing is, because I've got God control on that, let's say you've built your site and you're on the Pee-wee package, like $15 a month. And you're like, hey, I'm about to launch my campaign. I'm expecting, EVS type traffic.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I'll go in there and just for that day or for that week, go into your server and put you on the He-Man package.
Okay. So that way it doesn't crash.
It doesn't crash. If it does crash after that, then that means I've built the site wrong.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that sounds like a really good deal, and it offers something like that's priceless to comic book creators in particular, because I know you're specifically focused for them, not just content creators. You know what I mean?
It's anyone that needs it, and then like the hosting comes with the first year for free anyway. It's included. And a lot of people are asking, well, how much does it cost afterwards? Is it like GoDaddy? You pay $1 a month and then it's $70 a month the next year. That all depends on how big your site has gotten in physical size, how much resources you're using, how much RAM do you need, and how much bandwidth that you've used. All right. And Tugs is $30 a month with his traffic and his bandwidth. You know,
Wow. Oh yeah.
someone
Yeah.
like Eric July and that sort of stuff would probably, I'm assuming, would have to go into like a VPS. So then I would
Yeah.
help you find a VPS because I don't offer
Mhm.
VPS solutions just yet. When I make bank,
Okay.
I will. But right now,
Mm.
it's a shared server. It's that sort of stuff.
Okay.
But it's more control and more flexibility than GoDaddy will ever give you.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. This is probably a weird question, but on the lines where it comes to servers, you familiar with a guy named Eric Prince?
Mm-mm.
He was kind of controversial figure because he offered like military training and stuff, and at some point he was the founder of Blackboard,
Oh, okay.
and they got to the point where like he could bypass a lot of bureaucracy when it came to training. That basically the government started overcharging them for a bunch of military gear. But
Oh,
long
shit.
story short, yeah, he's coming out with a cell phone that
Oh,
is
yes.
yeah,
Yes, I remember now. Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah. It's
totally
popped up.
untrackable, and the server is like in Sicily somewhere. So yeah, that kind of opened my eyes on as far as how the servers work and what's allowed and what's available. Because like for example, I know you're not doing this. Like, let's say your server was on Amazon Web Services. You know how
AWS.
they can be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good that you have your independence away from that, and definitely, man. I think I'm gonna see what I can scrap together with what it is you got offering. I mean, is it possible, like, let's say I started with one package and then, something skyrockets where could I
It's
switch
scalable.
packages, kind of like upgrade?
Yeah. And I
Okay.
don't have to move you. I don't have to move you from one box to the other. I'll just go into your settings and give you the upgrade. So I go,
Oh,
okay, click package, change plan, save, and then give it
wow.
an hour.
You're literally the Neo of our community here.
Follow the white rabbit, motherfucker.
Yeah. That's phenomenal, man. I gotta make sure I bookmark this because I want to come back to this. We're supposed to get out of here in about 3 weeks, and
Oh,
then
wow.
yeah, I got so much stuff to do when I get back. We need driver's licenses and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
But
Lord. Let me try and find the tweet for the show.
mhm.
And I'll send it to you on Twitter, and you can come and join us. Hop in the
Okay.
chat and support your boy.
Yeah.
Copy link, go to messages, boom, and good stuff. What a bloody sweetheart. He helped me put together the actual intro video
Mhm.
for this. His missus did the voiceover, and he's helped me with the like animation of my logo and stuff. So I put the logo together and gave him pieces of it, and I said, "Oh, just have fun, see what happens," and he's done well.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. We got another guest here.
Oh, who we got?
Welcome
Odin.
back,
Hey.
Sir Odin. Thank you on mute. We can't hear you.
Say something, Odin.
I can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Oh no,
Oh, you can't hear us?
I can't hear you.
I can barely hear you, but yeah, softly.
Yeah, you kind of mild. I got your.
Odin don't do mild.
Did I say mild? No, I got his volumes up and everything. Let's see here. No issues on my end. What happened?
Oh, now I can hear you.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay, you're louder, but looks like somebody Godzilla'd the camera off the desk.
Yeah, it's using a different
There we
There
go.
we go. Nice.
How you
What's
doing,
going
Odin?
on, brother?
Oh, not much. I'm fat and happy. Get a giant burrito, steak burrito, and
Oh, call less than an hour.
Yeah.
I'm so used to it.
Yeah, gotta feed the need before getting into action. You know, uh,
Yeah.
have you got a chance to check out Ray Haylock's toolkit funding?
I think I heard about it a little bit through the grapevine. Yeah.
Odin's been like an integral part of helping me get this shit together and make it make
Oh
sense.
wow! Oh
Yeah,
man,
he's part of the team.
nice. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Putting their heads together and combine forces. That's how you do it. I've been started the damn loop. I feel bad. I'm like, man.
Nah, don't stress, bro. Everyone's got their lives, you know?
Yeah.
Life happens, bro.
Oh yeah.
There's some people that can't make the stream tomorrow, and that's not a big deal. There's other opportunities. There's other times.
Indeed. Yeah, I agree.
Ray will be around. Track him down. Get it.
I have my street corner, bitch.
Yeah,
give it and take it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I mean, sometimes people that follow on YouTube, they go up and down. It's like, look, hey guys, I'm sorry. I wish I could be on here, every day, every other day. It's just not how I could work at age 41, So once 46. I get things situated. 46.
I get
Odin's like 16. What you worried about?
I say I'll be 45 a month.
Man.
Oh, wow. You don't look it, man. You honestly look like 32, 33.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
It's that stash.
It was cool when I was young. When I was like 17, everybody's like, oh, you're like 25 or something. And that's what you want. And now that I'm getting older, people are like, oh, you look younger. I'm like, I couldn't have worked out any better.
My wife looks at me and she's like, what the hell are you doing? So I'm dealing with you.
It is a lot of work, no doubt about it.
That's the secret. Rob and I are both single. So. Oh, I said you and I are both single.
Yeah, man. I gotta choose my cards wisely. I mean, I would like to find somebody, but she has got to complement what's going on here. I can't be breaking away from the frame and things that I want to get done. Especially comic book wise. I gotta put shit out put shit out there, and not too many other life obstacles can hinder that. Without anything else, But right now the risk is too high.
I hear you. I don't want any woman fucking with my shit right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean that does help out with the time that you get a chance to work on your stuff. And Ray, I don't know how you do it, man. You international man of mystery while handling servers and building plugins and all of this shit. Hey, I commend you, man.
It's called Grift, bro. It's called Grift.
The Grift.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, my goal, like my next 5-year goal is I just want to focus on the plugin and focus on websites and focus, maybe building more. I want to step away from the whole Google marketing, SEO, ads management, TikTok, Facebook, all that shit. Because, I've got a Facebook page for the plugin, not a problem. I go into Facebook, I'm building an ad for it, blah, 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 saying landing pages don't match. Oh, wait, your account's been suspended for an ad that you didn't run in 2013.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck off.
You got sucked.
Having customers call you, it's like, why is my phone ringing? Why don't I have any emails? Why don't I have any sales? Do your job. And I'm like, no more. So Unique Web Marketer is just going to go bye-bye. I've got a guy who actually wants to buy it. I'm gonna sell it and cash in.
Indeed. Yeah, I tapped out on trying to do marketing on paying for ads on Facebook when I would shift my demographic each week. So I would pinpoint like some of my old manga art for Japan, and I would get traffic from Nigeria. And then I would shift my comic book artwork to like New York, specifically that area. And then I would get traffic from Nigeria. And it's like, what am I paying for?
Negative locations don't work. They just don't
You
fucking
don't
work.
want that Nigeria traffic?
No. It's
We don't
probably
need no
some
prince.
probably some prince trying to scam me out of money.
It's an untapped market there, man.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, they would drop likes, but they wouldn't purchase anything. So it's just like, you know, it's almost like they're bots. That's why I gave up on the whole the Twitter blue check mark. Dude, I never got so many bots before in my life. If I typed yes as a post every day, I'd get like 5 to 10 bots every day. But like once I got rid of the check mark.
Well, they've done a clampdown on Twitter because I've got that who unfollowed me shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as of last week, I had like 60 fucking bots. All right, great looking bots, but 60 of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're all gone.
They're always
They're
really
all
good
gone
looking.
now. Yeah, they're all gone now. Like
Yeah.
I lost like 30 followers in the past week or so. It was just like, obviously fake. When it all happens all at once like that, it's like it's not something I said. it's fake people.
Yeah.
They were never real.
I've got to get going. I've topicless in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Right, and hang out with Luke and the boys. He's got Jimmy Reyes on there today, so I'm going to let Jimmy Reyes do the talk, and I'm just here to hang out. But thanks, dude. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely.
Share the link. Come and join us if you're free. And we'll see what happens. And Odin, your help has been priceless, bro. Thank you.
Oh, man. I did nothing. You're awesome.
Best
of luck.
Thanks, brothers. You guys have fun.
All right, see you later.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, man. What?
Alone at last. What are we
Man.
going to talk about?
I mean, that's what gets me too, because like I see so much stuff that has been progressed from like before I left to last year, and I'll be like, man, damn, I need to get my shit done, but it's not happening fast enough. You know.
Well, it's you just be like me. Every free moment you have, you're just nonstop. That's all I do. Well, it's not all I do. I should be working on my car right now before this next wave of bad weather comes through.
Oh, you didn't get to it yet?
Did you guys get blasted the other night? Sunday night?
What was it? I think it was like Sunday, one of those days where we were getting, it was a storm outside, but like it would be like this death thunder once every 45 minutes to an hour. And it was no rain. It just looked gloomy. And all you hear just out of nowhere, Mjolnir! And then, you know, you get heavy winds. And then next thing you know,
that's my boy.
Thunder.
Well, I got another tornado nearby. So I had to jump in my shelter once again.
Damn.
So, yeah,
that's
got
crazy.
a little scare.
Yeah.
It fucking never ends, man.
Yeah. I mean,
it's supposed to be more this week.
It's supposed to be more this weekend?
Oh, this week? Like next few days or so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Who
knows? Who knows how bad it's going to be? Who knows any of that? But that's what I said last time. I'm like, this ain't so bad. And then out of nowhere, it's like, well, it started with the warning. It was like, because we were under watch, and it started with the warning. It's like, tornado warning. And then out of nowhere, my phone just, like, extreme, get to shelter right now.
The alert.
And I could hear the horns blaring, the tornado sirens. which is
Damn.
always freaky when you hear that shit. Like,
The horn.
okay,
It sound like Silent Hill.
yes, exactly like Silent Hill.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
it's terrifying.
Yeah, that is eerie. Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
second time now that I've heard him
Damn.
since moving to Missouri in October or August. So I've been in Missouri since August, but it's only recently that I started worrying about tornadoes.
Yeah, they're ruthless out here, man. I saw
Oh yeah,
somebody filmed one, I think, in Arkansas or Oklahoma, and you could literally see like the debris coming as it was coming across the highway, and and it was like a overpass bridge, you know, and I was like, damn, bro, this should.
yeah,
be
they're no
getting
joke,
hot.
man.
Yeah.
They had some big ones up in Nebraska and Iowa and Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
it's,
Arkansas got some. We got some. The ones here were small, relatively. I mean, a small tornado is like a small heart attack. It's like there's no such thing as a small one, you know?
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
it just didn't kill you, but it destroyed a bunch of shit.
Yeah, you definitely feel it one way or another.
Oh yeah.
When we're out in the range and doing training, we got emergency shelters that are
Oh, I bet.
like cemented down into the ground and all that. So
Yep.
in case of emergency, we get to stuff ourselves into those little small areas. And
Yeah, after all working hard and sweaty and
Yeah.
you're all like packed in there.
and pray no one has to use the bathroom.
Oh yeah, well that's always my biggest fear too. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I'm down there, I really just have to use the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean,
Do what you gotta do.
yeah. I mean, that's why it's a blessing to be alive. But yeah, I covered some X-Men '97, like the latest episode, and I had what was it? I think it was last stream I did. I had mentioned, or the stream before that, I had mentioned that I wouldn't be surprised if they're building up for like a X-Men versus Avengers type thing.
Yeah. That would
Had
be
some,
smart of them, I guess.
Yeah, had some Captain America cameo and General Ross, the Red Hulk. They made some cameos on there too. I mean, it's seeming decent, but you know they're still throwing their shade at you know the stuff we like.
Yeah, I've heard mixed thoughts. There's some people who really love the show, and I've heard other people kind of shit on it. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't checked it out yet, but
yeah. And that's just like with what was it? The Infinite Crisis that's out. I'm not really even motivated to watch that, man. They got
they made a cartoon out of Infinite Crisis.
Yeah, they made a 2-part movie, animated movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's like,
Well, I mean, if they just follow it exactly, it'd be worth it, right?
yeah. See, I liked Crisis on Two Earths.
Yeah.
That was freaking. I love that shit. That was freaking awesome. Came off the heels of Public Enemy, Batman, Superman.
Yeah. Were you talking about a movie or the books?
Oh, the animated movies.
Oh, so okay, yeah.
Yeah, they made them all for the books.
Well, I imagine they would do the same with Infinite Crisis.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it's looking. But yeah,
So
man.
that'd make it.
Yep. I did get a chance over the weekend to finally do some drawing on some sketch pads that I bought from Walmart.
Yeah.
They actually got a small art section now. And I said, what am I going to draw? And then I thought about it. I said, you know what? Let me practice some pieces that I like from like the old Jim Lee X-Men stuff. You know,
Yeah.
kind of redraw and see how they look. And I can't really copy his style. I can only really do it in my style.
Well, you shouldn't copy it. You're
correct.
inspired by it.
Correct. Yeah, just trying to master those hatching skills, cross hatching skills.
So you're talking more it's like Scott Williams inking skills?
Yeah.
Like Scott Williams?
Yeah, here, I'm gonna show you the one that I'll show you a small example of what I got so far.
Okay. Because I remember when I was young, and Scott Williams has such a weird hatching style. I mean, it's cool. It's badass, but it's like sometimes I would see his rendering and not know why it was there, and so I would just copy like lines.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, man.
Yeah, it was just I didn't exactly know what his shading actually was. It just looked cool, so I just like copy it.
Yeah, so I was. Yeah, I got this. Was it Extinction Agenda? This old X-Men right here
Oh yeah,
from.
yeah. Your background, your background sometimes blurred it, but I know which one that was.
Yeah. Dang camera. There we go.
The closer you hold it, the more it fucks it up.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I gotta be in the picture.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, I was working on Wolverine here with
Yeah,
wherever the heck he was fighting. Some folks on Genosha. So I was like, all right, well, let me just try to put together some stuff. And then I was working on Wolverine from that angle, which
right.
was a little difficult because I was like, all right, like you were saying, what am I actually drawing here?
Yeah, well, it's a weird angle. Like a lot of times when they do those action poses, you're like, a normal human body wouldn't contort like that, you know?
Precisely. And reading that, I actually noticed firsthand how sometimes the writers would talk about, or the comic books today, or the better ones. Let me put it that way. The better ones of our era that actually had, they didn't cover the art up with nonstop dialogue. And
Yeah.
when I was reading that X-Men one, I was like, oh my gosh, this is some work.
Well, I kind of blame Chris Claremont for a lot of that. He was very dialogue heavy.
Yeah.
I liked the interactions.
Yeah, which is not bad, but like doing them all the time, people start looking, they turn the page and go, oh God.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, more?
Yeah. So let me take a break. And reading that compared to the latest issue of Spawn, or Gunslinger Spawn I've been reading. It took place after the big event, the fight for the Throne of Hell. And the spacing is excellent. You get to enjoy the artwork. All of that is well paced. So it's like, well, dang, that's all I wanted.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, she's coming
Well
out right,
rendered out.
man.
Yeah.
I was thinking about adding like a laboratory in the background, but I don't want to overdo it. But
It's one of those things. Since you're doing it digital, you can make two versions, basically.
Good point. Yes, sir. I actually did that with the last commission I did for one of my sergeants in my unit. And I got him a version that was, all right, let me finish it as quick as possible. And then I messed with it a little bit more, extra day, and it came out even better. So he took them both, and he already put them on a shirt. So I was
really?
like, well,
Nice.
hells yeah. So, in between working on your car, what's some of the ink mastery you got lined up?
Well, I've got to finish the pencils on this page that I'm working on,
Okay.
which I'd show you, but you wouldn't even be able to see it. They're pretty light, and then I can start slinging some ink. But
Okay.
I got to do the first part first. Do the pencils.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. That's how it is, man. Like I started messing with a little bit of just start straight to ink, but it's digital and it's not the same. But
Yeah.
to see if I can get stuff done more. But I notice I spend more time correcting than
Right.
the time that I spend correcting for the ink is the time I could be spending to sketch it. You know?
Yeah. Well, it was Frank Frazetta's advice to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember who it was, but he basically said pencil type, and I don't do that. I suck at type pencils. I pencil so I can get to ink,
Mm-hmm.
and then but my style, a lot of people think it's clean. It's not that clean. It's really sloppy on purpose. It's fairly stylistic, but because of that, you have a bunch more room for error. You can just like fix it up, and
Mm-hmm.
what's the old saying? When in doubt, black it out. I can always do that too.
It's ironic. I think your style actually emulates your days in the band.
Oh,
For some reason, I
see
just
that.
have that feeling.
I believe it was Aldous who once said it was a controlled chaos, and I'm like, yeah, I like that.
Hell yeah.
And, he compared it to Tim Vigil from Faust, and I definitely liked that.
Yep. Yeah.
So-
Faust.
Yeah, and then it's different when I'm just doing pencils. So I do pencil fairly tight for the Kill Them Dead stuff because I know it's going to someone else,
Mm-hmm.
because I give it to Skunk Artworks to finish and paint.
Yeah.
So those
Okay.
have been fairly tight pencils, but it's still not like super tight like good comic pencilers do.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably better than whoever Marvel's hiring these days.
Well, we don't have to get into that. I'm not talking about garbage. I'm talking about the real guys, the ones you get.
My mistake, sir. I did not mean to besmirch your art and compare it to garbage.
Yeah, thanks for the correction there.
Terribly sorry.
Don't ever mention my art with modern day Marvel comics. Now that said, there's some good ones out there. It's not all shit, but a lot
Marvel
of it's pretty
comic
bad.
art be looking like those protesters that be throwing oil on paintings.
Ugh.
Oh, sorry. I'm kidding.
Well, why don't
Oh,
they
my
throw
God.
tomato sauce and oil on like bad paintings? And
Yeah.
not like the good one.
Yeah, and tar and feathering.
Yeah. Well, those people need tarred and feathered. That was like the people who, in protest, they like glued or cemented their hands in the ground or something, or glued their hands to the concrete, and they couldn't get it off, and they had to like jackhammer it out, and the guy was screaming in pain, and I'm just like, what do you think was gonna happen, you dumbass?
It's like,
You didn't
honestly,
think it through, did you? You just wanted
It's
to make
like-
a statement, and it hurt.
yeah, it's not worth all of that.
Well, no, especially because the statements they're making are bullshit usually anyway.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
So
Like
it's like, at least make it worthwhile.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of missed the days where people were burning Captain America comics just because he was saying Hail Hydra. That was a little bit milder protesting. But now,
Well, the worst protest I've ever seen in my entire life, and there's some people who think he's a genius. I think he's a
Mhm.
lazy bum and way overrated. Was John Lennon of the Beatles.
okay, yeah, I know he was into that. I didn't know to what
He
extent.
did what he called the bed in. I think he called it the bed in or the sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Basically, it was him and his dumbass wife, Yoko Ono, laying in a bed. And then they called a press conference and they're like, hey, we're not going to get up out of this bed until there's world peace. I'm like, well, you're really helping by laying in a fucking bed. Like, how lazy and self-righteous do you have to be like, I'm going to be lazy until there's world peace?
Oh my God. Hope they got bed
I just
sores.
thought that was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen or heard. And there was like all these news people gathered around his bed, and they're like, "What are you doing? What are you protesting?" He's like, "We're gonna lay here like a couple lumps on logs and do nothing, and hope that world peace gets solved." And that lasted for until they got bed sores, I guess, or something.
Yeah, they wised up.
Well, again, like, how long would you have to lay in bed till there's world peace? You don't have enough life.
You might as well Rip Van Winkle it. You know what I'm saying? At least you wake up well rested.
Oh yeah.
You know, but I tell you,
yeah, that was one of the dumbest. The guy who glued his hand to the concrete, that was pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's like they're
defacing paintings.
It's like they're trying to outdumb themselves. Well, you did something dumb. I'm gonna do something dumber.
Dumb and dumber.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh man. But
well, it's a level of self-importance that it's just nauseating to think.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's pretty twisted. People that do all that, I don't think they deserve to call anybody else narcissistic.
No, it's very narcissistic.
Living it up.
They're petulant children. That's what they are.
Yep. Yeah.
They never got disciplined.
That's what the world needs. More spankings.
More spankings. Like Homer Simpson said, it's spanking season, and I got a hankering for some spankering.
Oh my gosh. Homer, the last of the American dads.
One of the lads, yeah.
Yeah. Because who else is there? Is there Bill Cosby, 86? Who else was
I kind of quit paying attention, but there was a lot of good dads in the heyday of the sitcom era.
Yeah.
When it was all family sitcoms.
Carl Winslow.
I was just going to say Carl Winslow.
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. Of course, he was kind of a weenie.
Huh?
He was kind of a weenie without his brothers or his brothers.
Well, yeah, they're out in San Francisco, California. You know.
That's true.
Selling the dream.
Alan Thicke, man. Alan Thicke was a good dad.
I can hang with that.
Archie Bunker.
Yep. Back when they had it made, those were the days.
Those were the days. Well, and his counterpart, George Jefferson, was he a dad? They had kids, didn't they?
No, I don't think he did. He wasn't a dad in Amen. He wasn't a father in what's the other show? The Moving On Up, the Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons, that's what I was talking about, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he was ever a father in any of those.
Well, you go way back, and he was a badass dad, and then he was just a badass dude in a lot of movies and things, but now I can't think of the name of the show. It had Jimmy Walker. Dynamite.
Oh, yeah, Good Times. James
Good
Amos.
Times, yeah. His dad, the guy who was the McDowell's guy in Coming to America.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he was a badass dad.
Hell yeah.
He didn't put up with no shit.
Hell no. Even Fred Sanford.
Yep. And as I went there, I was like, "Oh yeah, and Fred Sanford." Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
Yeah, there's
hearing.
some good ones.
I remember hearing a story about Pat Morita. The story that Pat Morita told about Fred
Yeah.
Sanford when he was up and coming as an actor, and he needed like X amount of money to get by, and Fred Sanford gave it to him. Had a check written. I think it was like for $5,000 or something like that, and
Wow.
he gave it to him. And he was like, as he was signing, he said, "Listen here, I don't want no IOUs. I don't want no payback, nothing. Just make it big. I'll pay it forward." That was a trip.
How much is it made out for? The big one.
Yeah. Literally, Pat Morita, he did Red Fox's voice and everything. I was like, what? That's some
Oh
skill.
wow. Yeah. Who knew that guy was such a karate master too?
One of his hidden talent.
So I don't know if you remember, he had a show called Ohara, and
No, I didn't.
everyone mispronounced it. They all called him O'Hara, and he's like, it's Ohara. But it was basically right after Karate Kid, and they just kind of rolled with the Miyagi kind of character. It wasn't Miyagi, but it was Ohara.
Okay.
And he was like a detective or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he did that movie with Jay Leno, and they were detectives. I thought that movie was a trip.
Oh yeah.
The drop kick through
That
the
looked-
windshield.
I never saw it. It looked so horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Ron-
can see the cover of them standing back to back with their guns drawn.
Yeah.
Jay Leno's got the big old chin that's bigger than Pat Morita.
Hey, that's a dangerous chin.
Yeah, it is.
That chin defeated Hulk Hogan and Dennis Rodman at WCW Starrcade.
What?
Yeah, Jay Leno was in a wrestling match one time. He teamed up with Diamond Dallas Page in WCW.
I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds hilarious. I
Yeah,
mean, he
'cause,
was a big guy, and
Yeah.
or is a big guy. And he was an
Yeah.
athlete too. So
Oh yeah,
it's not surprising.
yeah. They would clown him too. They call him the Chin. But
Well,
hey,
it's funny that he's the chin, but Pat Morita looks like he would be a chin also.
yeah, deadly.
What's your name,
Yeah.
Pat Morita? No, it's Pat Chin. I know it.
Hey, bonsai means more than just a tree.
Yeah.
Bonsai means KO.
He was so good in Karate Kid, though.
Yeah, that's one of those irreplaceable characters.
Oh, for sure.
you
Well,
know?
and what's really cool about that movie is he was the father for Daniel. You know,
Mhm.
he knew that Daniel didn't have a father figure in his life, and Daniel was pretty much a whiny little bitch,
Yep.
and he turned him into a man in a short amount of time. You know, or tried to.
Mhm.
And so it is like the story of a surrogate father
Yeah.
taking a lost boy under his wing and giving him some direction and guidance and discipline.
Yeah. Yeah, those were legendary times seeing that unfold.
Oh yeah.
The crane kick that heard around the world.
When done right, there's no defense.
Yeah.
Which is
that.
total bullshit.
Just run head first into it.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably your best bet. Go on, Johnny. Just run at it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yep. Yeah, it was a trip, man.
Or then sweep the leg. Sweep the
Oh
leg.
my
Like
gosh.
that's some like crazy move, you know, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Where
One of
you
the
want me to
dirtiest
sweep
moves in the
Like,
game.
You heard me. Sweep the leg.
Yeah, man. Well, I wish I had more time, man. I honestly would probably live stream into the late night hour for real.
Yeah.
But I know if I don't get my rest, I'm gonna get ambushed tomorrow. Somebody's gonna be like, "How much sleep did you get? You didn't get enough."
Only
You know?
2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, it's
hey,
all good. I
I'm glad you can
probably
make it
should
though,
jump
man.
off here soon. Yeah, no, it was good to jump on with you, hang out for
Yeah.
a bit.
Got a chance to mess with some of these restream features, which I like it, you know.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm digging it.
Yeah. It works like StreamYard for half the price. I think it's like $10 a month.
Well, it's better than Melon, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I know Jan 80s was going through that because it would take on the load of the user or of the host.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would require more of your computer.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a little less on your internet, but more on your computer system.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was because I guess StreamYard uses more of its own resources, which would be internet.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it just had so
Yeah.
many freaking glitches. It's like
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
it'd show up, my mic wouldn't work. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. There was no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah. Random chaos.
Yep. And then J-Bot bought the
J-Bot
year
bought.
subscription. J-Bot bought. He bought the year subscription, so he was stuck
Uh-huh.
with it for a long time.
Oh, to Melon?
Yeah. He's on
Yeah.
StreamYard now, but yeah.
Well, he's got a LLC. He can write that shit off, you know?
Well, at least that.
Yeah. But yeah, that oh shucks. Let me make sure I put this up. Ray said, "Thanks for having me on, Rob. Sorry I had to bounce so early." No problem, sir. Yeah, I didn't know how far along that Ray had come, you know, with the progress he made with that plugin,
Yeah.
what it's capable of doing and all that. And
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't know
super
y'all
slick.
were I didn't know y'all were conspiring together to put it, you know.
Well, he gives me way too much credit. He's just being nice.
Yeah.
Like all it was he would do some things and he'd share the website with me and be like, "What do you think? Is this
Okay.
well?"
Yeah,
So I'd say,
yeah.
"Yeah, I like this. I don't like that." You know, that's all it was. You know,
Okay.
he's doing all the hard work and everything. I'm just sitting there going, "Yeah, I'd lose that. I'd keep that." So it was just being a friend. You know, we're going to be utilizing it as soon as we're ready. We
Okay.
won't be ready in time for his launch, but it's
Yeah.
more or less going. He was before I jumped on. He was talking about the Kill Them Dead redirect thing.
Okay.
So he's basically set up for us, but we just don't have the proper website and the channel to make it happen. So
Okay.
we'll get there.
Yeah, he was walking me through because I told him my best asset was to have print on demand. And he was saying you can turn one of the pages and almost like a mirror of what the website would be for the print on demand. And when people clicked it, it would take them there.
Yeah.
So I think that would be great to kind of like have all the eggs in, you know, one hub. Because I mean, Linktree,
and that's what everyone should be going for. Is just have your hub, and everyone could go there. Especially like with us, with multiple campaigns. It's like rather than, especially because we're mixing them up between Kickstarter and Fund My Comic and Indiegogo. It's like, now just go to the hub, drop the website link, and you can find it there, and it'll take you exactly where you need. Excuse me.
Something like that.
And yeah, he's launching it tomorrow on Good Stuff's channel, tomorrow night.
Okay.
So that's when it'll go live, and anybody who wants it can get it. He's got a few people basically ready to go. So
yeah, I definitely man.
Might be the wave of the future, man. Wave of the future.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm looking at I'm already like trying to put my head together on different ways to try to pull people together because to one hub, because like I got Linktree and all that, and then I pay, was it like, I think I pay like 12, $15. It goes up like every other year. You know, it
Yeah.
used to be introductory price $8.99 and all that. It keeps going up, and there's really
Yeah.
no real knowledge that Linktree, helps with. It's just like, hey, here's the links. You can make it shake. You know what I mean? The main one you want to
Yeah.
draw attention to. So I mean, not really. It's not really any progression, but it's more like having a generic keychain. You know what I'm saying? And I got these
Yeah.
keys. I might end up getting more keys. But if I had like a Swiss Army knife style keychain, and
Yeah. Or the
could support.
vehicle. I mean, that's the other thing.
Hmm?
I've got all these keys to different vehicles, but to just have the vehicle parked there for everyone to get in, that's
Yeah,
even better.
yeah. Because now I've found a way to connect my iPad to my Mac so I can use it as a drawing pad for. You ever heard of ZBrush?
I think so, actually. I've never used it, but I don't
Yeah,
use Mac,
ZBrush.
but yeah.
Yeah, ZBrush. They use those to make like 3D sculptures and that kind of thing. And
Okay, yeah.
yeah, so part of my long-term media plan is to have collectibles of my characters and stuff like that, and
Right.
as opposed to outsourcing it. And of course, it has a membership fee, but it's supposed to be coming to iPad this year. So,
It's a write-off, remember?
oh yeah, yeah, it is. But see, the thing with write-offs, those subscriptions, man, this shit adds up, and it's just
Oh,
like,
it adds up. I don't use
dang,
them, that's why.
yeah,
Well, yeah, it adds up, and then writing things off only works if you're making a profit, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly,
at a certain point, they switch you from a business to a hobbyist because you don't make
yeah,
money
yeah,
tax wise. So
yeah. Which I made some money. It's just not as much as I can honestly say to equal the tools that I pay for. You know what I mean?
well, and that's what I mean when you're writing off more than your profit.
Hmm.
That's when they're like, you're a hobbyist. This isn't a business. You write off
Yeah,
more than you actually make. So
yeah,
that's where that
yeah,
breaking.
yeah. Because I
Yeah,
was
here's
doing
my
pretty.
expenses.
Hmm.
Nah,
Yeah, because I was doing pretty good at one point, with commissions rolling in and stuff like that. But once I started like fully committing to like the comic book stuff, well, commissions seem to work a little differently. You know,
yeah.
you gotta be the popular YouTuber and all that stuff. It's just like, all right, I get it, but like time
Time is everything.
is killing me. you know. But I think it's coming up to a healthy balance. I took a dive for about a year. Really getting
Yeah.
into the comic book stuff, and I have I still got the stuff from howtodrawcomics.net. Those tutorials, I'm always looking at other people's styles and stuff and see what I can brush up on or improve. So
Hmm.
those skill sets continue. Oh shoot, we got another one here. There's still a great help, Odin. Goaded. You have been
Anytime.
officially.
I've been goaded.
Yeah, you got your horns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
man.
anytime. And I mean, that goes for any of my friends. Same with you, Rob. If you got something you want my opinion, throw it my way.
Absolutely, absolutely. I appreciate it. You know,
Anytime.
but yeah, I guess I'm gonna shoot for next Tuesday if it's not chaotic. And
Nice.
I didn't know whether the thumbnail I used was going to throw people off because I'm always looking for Kirk thumbnails.
I thought it looked cool. It got my attention.
you know, and then I use like some kind of copyright free like marching band music. I was like, all right, This is kind of hype. I could listen to this this entire song. The two are not connected at all. Captain Kirk is undercover. He is not an official swastika member.
Yeah, no, it was an episode, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I do like going through those, seeing what classic Kirk ones. And I gotta look out now because that new Kirk, and was it Discovery or Strange
I
New
haven't
Worlds?
watched since Next
Yeah,
Generation. so.
They got some whole other Kirk, where Captain
Oh,
Pike
is it the
continues.
Star Trek multiverse now?
Yeah, I'm so lost. The one season
Well,
of
I love the original, and I
Mhm.
love Next Generation.
Generation. Yeah,
And then after that, I just didn't have any interest. Ones would
Yeah.
pop up that people were like, "This one's really good,"
yeah,
but I just never. I
It's hit
lost
or
all
miss.
interest after that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Deep Space Nine
because
was
the one after, yeah, Deep Space Nine. That was the one after Next Generation, and I was
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
it's all right, but it just didn't do it for me. And then I just slowly lost interest.
Oh yeah. Once I saw Captain Janeway, I was like, I'm out of here. That's a no-fly zone for me.
Well,
No.
there was a lot of people I knew who were saying that one was really good, and I was like, well, it may be, but I'm no longer a fan. I don't think, So.
You know why they said it was really good? For 7 of 9.
Oh, 7 of 9.
Yeah, that's in her all silver attire, bodysuit. Yeah.
Well, I liked Troy. Thought she was
Okay.
hot. And Crusher. I thought she was hot too.
And Crusher. Hmm.
Crusher. Dr.
Oh,
Wesley's mom.
yes.
On Next
Beverly
Generation.
Crusher. Oh, yes. Dr.
Beverly
Crusher.
Crusher, yeah.
No doubt. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she was at the Springfield. What am I smelling?
Oh, was she?
Burning. Yeah, she was at the Springfield Comic-Con. Gates McFadden.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. You can still recognize her. Man, let me go ahead and call it, man. I smell something.
She looked like
burning
she would
out.
age well.
Yeah. Yeah. I smell something burning out here. I hope nobody's burning popcorn. The alarm might go off.
Oh, shit. Well, I got to take a leak like nobody's business, so it's probably a good time to call it.
Oh yeah, man. We'll definitely catch up before next stream. If you got time.
Yeah, and obviously probably hang out at least one more time before you bolt back. So,
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Maybe we'll avoid the wild girl at the bar.
The crazy couple. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to save her, man, from herself.
Yeah, that was a setup of like, start shit so I can look like a hero in front of my girl or something like that. It's like, it's not going to end well for you, man. Like, don't go
No.
there.
We was not biting for that one.
No, we knew
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
We weren't as fucked up and trashed as they were.
No. And she was trying to give out hugs too. And that was the first time in a long time where, like, I was like, okay.
You just
okay.
said, nah.
Uh.
I gave her a hug.
Yeah, I
It
gave her
was,
a little hug. But when she turned
Yeah, it
around and
was a-
smiled and had the missing tooth, I was like, oh,
Yes. It
Woo!
was a sympathy hug.
yeah. But it was fun. The
It
bartender,
was so fun, yeah.
The bartender,
Yeah,
she was a beast. In a
she's
good
some
way.
eye candy. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't want to hold you up, man.
No worries, man. Good hanging with you, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Until next time, I might have some stuff to run across your desk too and tell me what you think. So,
Anytime, man. For sure.
all right, sir. Thanks everybody to stop by. Ray Haylock, Sir Odin Dasco, and anybody that's out there watching on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. 4-way live stream. Till next time, see you next week. Peace.
Later.